Today's morning, I want to share with you the gold in agriculture called poultry. From numerous lessons, from numerous learnings, from experiences, from exposure of other farmers, from a lot of practice, but with a sober mind of business, with an objective of growing her business into commercial poultry farming, she decides to set up such a simple poultry structure as seen. This house measures about 10 meters in its width and about 23 meters in its length. It has been built to accommodate about 1,000 layers or even 1,500, just to give them adequate space as required. It has been constructed on principles of a relatively good high floor, putting in the fact of running water when it rains, and a meter from the floor wall, and a wire mesh with a chicken mesh inside for proper aeration, also protection against any other predators. But also good enough is the sheath, the distance from the wall, the distance of the iron sheets from the wall to the end of the iron sheet. But also, not only that, with a lot of innovations. This is a typical layers house. A lot of innovations, not as the usual. Like we see here, these are laying nests. These are laying nests with chicken inside. They are busy laying. I don't want to disturb them because I might distort their laying times. The laying nests are exposed outside because we don't want all the time somebody entering the house that is picking eggs or eggs being scattered anyhowly. So the technology here is the inside is open, but also the outside, this box here can easily be opened just like you saw previously. So when you're picking eggs, you just have to keep moving around the house when you're picking the eggs, not inside the chicken house. That one prevents egg pecking as one of the devices in the layers house. And when you see clearly, this is what I'm talking about. These are some of the eggs that have been picked from down. I think you see, they were trying to pick them. This is a very bad habit in poultry. But when we improvise this, just like this nest here, they are busy laying. You see, you check. So there are eggs already here. So just do this and pick, and pick, and pick. So after that, you close. Come and put your eggs in the bowl before you can assemble them in the egg trays. So that's a simple technology that this farmer is using. Let's get inside and we see what happens there. Oh, this place is locked. I've just been told we don't have enough biosecurity measures. Otherwise, there's supposed to be clean water here. There's supposed to be a disinfectant in terms of water here. So as you're entering this house, you must disinfect your feet as well as your hands to prevent transmission of any disease into the poultry house. So for today, you are going to allow me do this through so that you can have a glimpse of what's happening inside. So this house is subdivided into two. I don't know why, but I think when they were brooding here, there were layers, and the other side we used to have the crailers. So when we sold out the crailers during the Christmas festive, we were left with space to separate and some of these layers, some go the other side and others here. So altogether, we now have 900 layers here, and as of now, we have reached a peak of collecting over 750 eggs from these 900, which is not a bad percentage. I think it's 80%, which is good. So as you can see, but there's some things that I would wish you to view. Some of these innovations, for example, this farmer is not using the drinkers. Sometimes they're expensive, or they may not have space to accommodate enough water as you may wish. So what she does, she decides to, I want to get a clear view. These chickens are obstructing me. This is just a jerry can which you need to cut on the sides, just like it has been there, and put there. That thing can accommodate about 10 liters of water, of which drinker we do not have right now on market. of 10 liters, unless they are these automated systems. But as of now, this is how we are innovating. A jerry can, cut it and place them. So I think you can clearly see this house, we don't have the ISO red and white drinkers. We have jerry cans instead. You see this one here, 2, 3, very many of them in this house. And then we have lifted our feeders up to avoid spillage and hang them, because we don't want the chickens to keep jumping on them. When they defecate, they will contaminate the food. And I want to tell you something, when they defecate in the food, they are not going to eat the food. So we hang them so it keeps swinging. Even when they jump on top, when it's swinging, it will not sustain itself up there. So that. Yep. Likewise, in this other house also, we have decided to cut these jerry cans because we need large volumes of water. Layers don't need a lot of stress. Actually, they do not need stress, because at any particular time once they are stressed, the first thing they will do is they will switch off laying. And as a farmer, when a hen doesn't give you eggs in a single day, that means you're feeding it for free. Remember, at this level, these birds have to sustain themselves in terms of food and labor, because you can't keep picking from your pocket. That one will not be business. Yeah. Oh, I've got a chance. There's some water here. I can disinfect myself. Can disinfect my shoes. You can see that. It's just stepping in water to make sure that I don't carry disease into the house. And I can be able to open here. Open here. Go. Oh, they are pecking my legs. This is how typical they look. Wow, they think I've carried for them food. They should be very hungry. Check that. They are pecking my toes because they think I've carried for them food. They are running onto me. Very beautiful. So you realize, I think we don't have enough feeders here. Otherwise we'd be having one at a certain point here. They are all crowded and congested on the feeders, but enough water we have there. The flow is good. The sanitation is just good. Just like you see boys were trying to clean, are cleaning outside. I can't find any. Wow, there is one here, around, because this one make sure there is biosecurity. We don't want disease to set in our poultry house. As you should be aware that chickens are one of the most expensive animals to treat. Yes. So and when disease sets in, it's very hard. It's really very hard to take it back. You may end up losing very many, not only the lives of the chickens, but also the productivity. They will set off from laying, and you'll be losing, obviously. So this is one of the farms that we have developed in the district of Butebo, and it is a clear mark what we are trying to do. So another farmer around Maize Masa, who's called Betty, also has a similar enterprise, but this one is here in Iputi. Guess what? If you want to do a farm visit, please, we can engage and arrange. You come and learn on farm. Issues of learning on blackboard, on manilas, on flip charts may not be enough, but when you reach a place like this, you'll have enough exposure. Questions will be answered by practice, and you can carry from somebody's farm to your farm. My name is Dennis, Production Department, Piggy. Thank you.